All right, so Daniel J. Penny surrenders in New York, charged with manslaughter in Jordan Neely's death. So unless you're living under a rock, Jordan Neely is the I think NYC subway gentleman that was in a chokehold by Penny, who is a Marine. Um, it's sad. It's I think this Neely guy was like arrested 44 times. That's some outrageous number. New York's crazy. You get arrested and you get let go. Like, I don't understand it. Like, crime is crime. Like, make them, if they commit a crime, you go to jail and you stay in jail, not come back out. And if you have mental issues, like they said about this guy, he had mental illness, then dude.
Yeah, jail should not be a place that when you get out, you're not scared of it. That you're still willing to commit further crime because jail's not that big of a deal.
It's not like hard labor like in Russia. It needs to be harder, deprive you more or something. Because nowadays you go to jail and if it's like low level crime, they have TVs there and stuff. And I think you use the internet. Like, dude, no, you're in jail. Like you're away from society. Here's a pickaxe. Go crush rocks. Something to that degree. So he got him in a chokehold. He has two other friends from the video around him, but
Trying to control this guy.
he's controlling the guy because the situation was, he was on there. He's homeless. He has mental illness. He's telling people on the train that I don't care if I go to jail. I'm going to hurt someone. And he's been known to punch people. He punched an old lady, supposedly, and it's not supposedly, it's facts. Like if you look at his rap sheet, it's a lot of bad stuff. He tried to kidnap a 7-year-old. To me, dude, you're in jail. Like if you're trying to kidnap a 7-year-old, like what the hell are you gonna do with a 7-year-old? A grown ass man. What are you doing with a 7-year-old? You need to go to jail.
Jordan Neely's been in jail. What was it? Like 24?
Like 44 times.
Okay.
44 or something like that.
Still hasn't really learned his lesson. Still motivated enough to commit crime.
Doesn't deserve to die though, but yeah.
Sure, he didn't deserve to die, but also he shouldn't be in a position where civilians have to control this guy. And now you left it on to the civilians to figure out the situation, control the situation, because this guy's behavior is erratic. It's uneasy, could harm others. Got to the point where 3 people had to control him. One person has his back, choking him. Of course, in the heat of the moment, as he's choking him, with nerves running and whatnot, I mean, he probably didn't know that he overdid it with this choke.
Yeah, so he was arrested 42 times. I was off by 2.
42 times. Like, come on. Okay.
And
that's a failure in our justice system.
It's a failure in society, dude. You're arrested 42 times. I would look, 42 times in the last 10 years, so I don't know what he had before that. So if I'm looking at him, he's not he's coming in through your system 42 times. Like that's on the state, I would think. I would sue the state and be like, he's in there 42 times. He's threatening people on the subway. I get what Penny did. He subdued him, but when you're choking someone, you know when too much is too much. And you had 2 of your friends there. You tell me you guys, all 3 of you, couldn't hold him down. From the pictures, it looks like there was 3 of them.
Yes.
So I'm not choking the guy. I'm holding him down. I'm putting my knee on his back, probably with his hands behind his back. He should be between 3 guys, 3 big dudes. You should be able to do that.
I mean, was he trying to choke him, hoping that he would just pass out?
That's dangerous. Yeah, he's probably trying to put him to sleep, but if you're cutting off oxygen to his brain, you could kill someone.
Right, I get it.
And it's very dangerous to try to put someone to sleep.
So is it the chokehold? Like,
I think the chokehold might have been excessive, and that's just me talking. But I think there's 3 of you. There's no way I'm gonna hold him down on a choke. Hold him down on a choke and hoping that he gives up. And if he doesn't, then I flip him over. He's bigger than him. He should be able to overpower him, or give him some body blows. I don't think I'm choking him. I mean, I would subdue him, put him in the corner, wait for the subway to end, take him out, find a cop, and say this guy's threatening people.
Like for civilians, what would you advise them to subdue them if they had no other better course of action?
If there's three of you and one of him, you should be able to take him down. You could start a chokehold just to get him to quit, but I wouldn't keep it on. I would definitely throw him on the back. I mean, there's three of you. There's easily you can put his hands behind his back, keep him down on the ground. But this would start if he gets in trouble. This Penny guy, it's gonna stop people from interfering in fights. It's gonna stop people from seeing this.
You can't defend yourself.
You can't defend yourself in America anymore because of this, or defend. In society, we're supposed to defend people who can't defend themselves, right? That's the mentality we should all have. You see something, that's why I teach my kids. You see something, do something. You know, don't let people get bullied. Don't let people that can't protect themselves get beat up. Plain and simple. We're going to see a shift, especially in these blue states. They're not going to let you protect yourself. You know, and in reality, what if they didn't protect them? What happens if that person would have punched an old lady, killed an old lady, or anything like that, right?
Cause harm, right.
Causes harm. Someone punches my dad, I'm going to get pissed.
Because society gave this guy 42 chances. Oh, okay. Slap on the wrist, go to jail, you're out real soon. Go ahead and harm someone else again. You'll just go back to jail, get released again. It's not working. And it got to the point where civilians have to take action, and you can't expect civilians to do the right thing, the justifying thing, to take things in a matter of their own hands when society had 42 chances. So it's a failure on the system for sure. And it should not have gotten to the point where civilians had to make an attempt to subdue the individual, subdue Jordan Neely, and now Jordan Neely's dead.
Yeah, but I think it's society's fault because, yeah, he went 42 times, but why did he go 42 times? It says he was homeless. And here's the thing it's crazy to me. They show all these pictures of him looking, oh, he's a Michael Jackson impersonator. That was 13 years ago, right? Like, that was the old him. He's homeless. Society just threw him away. They should have found him a place. They should have had systems in place to help him get a job, do something, and be a better example in society. But they didn't, right? So he went to jail because he's homeless, and we can't talk about being desperate. He's a desperate guy. He doesn't know where his next meal is. There's plenty of homeless people. They don't want to resort to violence, but they do because they don't have anything. Imagine not showering for 30 days, 60 days. You get itchy. After 2-3 days,
it's itchy. You smell.
After 2-3 days, you're like, oh, I gotta shower. It sucks. Can you imagine not being able to shower and people smelling you and your self-esteem goes down and you get treated less than dirt. You feel you don't have any money. You mug someone. I don't condone it, but dude, it's survival. No one wants to help you. Like, yeah, poor me. No one wants to help me, or I can't get help. But I need to survive.
Yeah. This
guy's being a jerk because he's saying I smell and I do this. If I beat this guy up, it's not that bad. He's already a jerk, But you can't say that. But I guess you know what I'm saying. Like, I think we failed him as much as he shouldn't have died, but he shouldn't have gone to jail that many times.
Right.
There should have been some kind of help, some kind of rehab situation to get him, either if he was doing drugs or if to get him clean. Get him a job, get money. This is where I think that a big country like us, we screw up.
This is a problem with our country. We don't do anything for our homeless.
We don't do enough. We don't do enough.
Like, someone's a drug addict, they would just give up on them so easily. Like, what do you do with them? You just let them be a nuisance to society?
But I get it that they're druggies because they probably hate their life. Like I said, they want to get away, right? And they get that high and they're somewhere else. They have a different reality, and then they wake up, they're here. So I don't know. That's where we are with that. So we'll figure out what happens to Penny.
Should Daniel Penny be charged for murder? It's involuntary, right?
Yeah, but still, it sucks. It depends on. He has a lot of witnesses. I heard there's a lot of witnesses on his side. If
Well, there's video of it too.
yeah, no, there's video, but before that, like there's like 2 or 3 people already came forward that they were scared for their life because this guy was getting in their face, and Penny just said, you know what, I'm going to defend these hopeless people, and choked them, whatever, and
It was his upbringing. He was a Marine.
yeah, I think they want blood.
In a blue state.
It's a blue state, and I think they want to make an example of him. He shouldn't. I don't know. I think he'll get something, but
You should not be doing things yourselves. You should trust the government to defend you.
no one's gonna trust the government, dude. The government's not there to help. I mean, they're too late.
They're always there late. They show up in the aftermath.
Correct. At the end of the party, they're always there. But well, we're gonna have to see what happens, Penny. I'm sure next week we'll have more information. But one side's gonna want blood for it, but you gotta ask yourself, what were you doing for this guy that was in jail 42 times, threatening other people, and you're saying that he's the victim? Like, what if these guys didn't jump in and he hurt someone, possibly killed someone? Like, there's two sides to every story. I think they should have subdued him differently, but that's just me.
Sure, subdued them differently. I get that. But do you prefer these 3 guys to do nothing and watch Jordan Neely potentially harm someone again and just go to jail for the 43rd time?
Well, they're
As if
saying
it's
that
gonna matter.
They're saying that his rap sheet should not be in account, but 100% it should be. Now you have context that this guy is a loose cannon.
Right.
So now you know
Out there in society.
he's out there in society, and there's a lot of people like that,
And you want society to tolerate this?
No, because people want justice. People want to be protected. People want to be safe when you're out in society.
Yeah, it's a trippy topic because it's a blue state. They're going to be like, oh, he should not have died. Like, I get it, he should not have died. But you put people in a position that it's really hard to control your nerves in survival mode. Like, I'm sure Daniel J. Penny's intention was not to kill him. I'm sure it wasn't in his mind that's like, hey, here's an opportunity for me to kill someone. I highly doubt that. I think in his mind is he scaring people, threatening people. I'm a former Marine, and it's within my upbringing to defend those who can't defend themselves. That's just my belief.
Thanks for watching our clip. If you want to see more clips like this and you like our views, like the show, click here for some more clips. If you want to hear the whole podcast, watch the whole podcast, click here for the whole podcast. Remember, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll get back to you. Thank you, and have a great day.